My name is Bob Hendricks. I'm a journeyman lineman, and I work at Oakdale Energy. I run the big digger truck. Basically run any of the machinery we have out here, put it underground, overhead, whatever it takes, we take care of.
Can you tell me what kind of education is required to do this job? How'd you become a journeyman lineman?
Well, first off, you have to go to the 9-month tech school. That's just gets your, I believe it's your associate degree. And then after that, that's your foot in the door to get into the co-op. There's a 4-year apprenticeship program you have to serve. After you've had your 4 years plus your 1 year of schooling, then you become a journeyman after you take the Wisconsin test.
And is the apprenticeship program run by the state?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So that's not something somebody would go to, say, a technical college to get. They actually would get that program by applying through the state apprenticeship.
Right. You
program.
have to have a job with a utility of some caliber, and then you have to submit your paperwork to the state, and I believe it's a state-run program, and then you're state certified after you've completed the course.
So how many years have you done this job?
Too long?
No.
26 years.
26 years,
26
all at Eau
years.
Claire.
All right here at Eau Claire.
So did you start out as an apprentice here?
Yes, I did. Started in 1983, cutting brush with everybody else, digging holes, and 26 years later, finally made it up to a big truck.
To the big truck, the biggest truck we have, I think.
Yes, it is.
And how big is this truck?
It's 33.5 feet long. She's, I believe, it's one of the few verse lifts they made. I can dig a hole at 36.5 feet off the back of the truck.
Okay, I'm just going to show everybody a little bit of what this looks like.
When we go out of town, this is the biggest hit of the whole parade.
Yep. In fact, when you had to go help out for Hurricane Katrina, this truck went.
That's correct. We were down there for, I believe, it was a month that we were gone.
Yep. And I think it was very well appreciated by everybody there to have this.
Oh yeah, the people there, they were in definite need, and they really responded well to our being there.
Can you tell me what kind of technology is involved in this? Like you said, doing overhead and underground.
Well,
and you
things
gotta
have changed
dig
so much in the few years that we've been doing this. I mean, really, 26 years is just a drop in the bucket. This digger truck is all run by remote control. We do not have any levers whatsoever. It's all just like a big video game.
So is your remote control, it's a separate board that you use?
It's an actual unit that straps on, and it's got joysticks on it and different toggle switches, and you're able to get right next to the auger, right next to everything, and dig the hole. You have total visibility. It's quite a unique truck.
So you do that outside of the truck. You go stand by the area that you're digging, and it's all right there.
Right in front of you.
Okay. Is there anything that you would maybe do differently in this job? As far as, you know, the technology coming along, or any ideas about that?
Well, I'd be more computer literate, I think.
Oh.
The biggest advantage. All the trucks are going with computers now, and if you really haven't kept up with that technology, it's a little trying, you know. On our overhead lines, everything is going electronic. Compartment, everything in the substations are electronic. So again, you have to follow and keep up with your electronics, or else.
And maybe they're spending more time on that in schools now. I don't really know, you know, what in the training programs that kids are getting into now.
Well, this co-op is real good though, about bringing in manufacturers to give us an update and
demos
constantly work with us with our safety meetings.
Yep.
We're working all the time.
Yep. What do you think is the outlook for this type of job?
I think
for young
this
people?
Outlook is very, very optimistic, especially with this new administration that's come along. They want more green, the wind and solar, and there's going to be so many more advantages that are going to come down the road that are they're going to push everybody to go in that direction. And I think the updating of the conductor sizes, and you know, the
like the infrastructure of just
Right.
nationwide.
Right, which is far, far behind everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of our transmission areas haven't been touched since 1920.
Mm-hmm.
The
So there's
upgrading alone is vast.
a lot of opportunity for anyone to
A
get
line person
involved.
coming out of school today with the construction that's going to be going on, reconductoring, and jumping into the different fields is tremendous.
Okay. Do you ever have to travel overnight?
That's a big part of this job. I mean, if there's storm damage, we leave.
Mm-hmm.
If you're called upon, I haven't been to a lot of places. Katrina, we've been down to Iowa. We work with the 26 co-ops of the state
Mm-hmm.
through Darylin.
Mm-hmm.
So we're off to Dunn and to Barron and wherever. And yeah, sometimes you're gone for a week or 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Or even just getting called out, say in the middle of the night if we have storm damage in our own service territory.
It's nothing to run 24 hours and work in your own territory. The 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock phone calls in the morning is
Yep.
pretty usual stuff.
Okay. Can you tell me briefly what kind of tools do you use besides, say, the controls for the truck?
Well, the tools that we use basically are, you know, chain hoists, come-alongs, our own body belts.
Do you have to buy your own tools? Like if you're just coming out of school, you
When
come.
I did, we did.
Okay.
No longer are I believe the utilities are now sponsoring a lot of.
Yeah, it probably depends on what cooperative somebody works for.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, we have electric drills and drivers, ground rod drivers, and
Okay.
jackhammers, and different large machinery.
Okay.
Plows. Okay.
Right now, can you tell me where we're at and what you're going to do next?
We're out in the pole yard. We're loading a pole for a job where a fire had happened 3 nights ago, and we're going to replace that pole, and we're going to plow underground into it. So I'll load a pole on the truck and then back up and hook up onto a plow, and the other 2 crew members have already gathered materials, and we'll run out and fix this guy up.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much for telling us a little bit about your job today.
All right.
And we'll let you go work and have a safe day.
Thank you.
Thank you.